Today we're setting off on a 36-day journey across the United States. We'll be towing our RV from Florida all the way to California, exploring national parks, hiking breathtaking trails, meeting some incredible people, and experiencing everything we can before reaching San Diego. By the end of this trip, we'll have traveled nearly 8,000 miles. But first, we're heading north to New York with a couple stops in South Carolina and West Virginia. We're pretty much all packed up and ready to go. We just have a couple last things we gotta get done and unhook the outside stuff, get that cleaned up and put away. But otherwise, we're just about to pull out and officially leave Florida. There is a bit of storm clouds and it looks like a little bit of rain off in the distance, so we're really hoping there's not a big storm coming. The weather app doesn't show anything until 1 o'clock today and it's only 8:30 right now, so I'm hoping this is just a quick passing storm, but it's getting darker by the second, so hopefully we can get out of here and just avoid that. With everything packed up, it's finally time to hit the road on what would become one of our most memorable adventures yet. First stop, South Carolina. We're about 3.5 hours into our trip. We just stopped to get gas. We came to a Love's because they're supposed to be like big rig friendly, but this one was a little bit difficult to navigate, so a little bit stressful, and we're kind of blocking the parking lot. But otherwise, so far, we're doing pretty good. There's been a lot of traffic, so it's been a little bit slow, but should be there in a few hours. Time to see if we can navigate out of here. This was our first real challenge towing the RV, so all of our attention was on getting through it safely. We made it out without any issues, but it definitely wouldn't be our last tight squeeze. We're learning on the go, and each time we feel more confident and a little less stressed. We are getting ready to head to our second stop. Unfortunately, here in South Carolina, we just had a super quick overnight. So we got here around 6 p.m. Basically just had some dinner. Now we're up at, it's about 6:45 right now. We're just trying to get on the road as quick as we can so that we can get to our next stop in West Virginia and have time to do a little hike there tonight, because we are also just doing a really quick overnight at this stop as well. The sooner we can get there, the better, so that we have more time today. So we're just finishing getting ready super quick, and then we will be back on the road. As we continued north today, the landscape started to change. The flat terrain we'd grown used to transitioned to rolling hills, dense forests, and our first real mountain views of the trip. Crossing into West Virginia always feels a little nostalgic for me. I spent 4 years here in college, so seeing that state sign always brings back a lot of memories. We just made it to our second stop on the East Coast, so we're in West Virginia right now. I think we're about to go do a little exploring and hiking. It's 2 o'clock right now. We have the rest of today, and then we're trying to get up really early in the morning to head out because we're making the rest of the trip all the way up to New York. It's technically an 8-hour drive, but we're assuming it'll probably take more like 10. Today's trip was pretty easy though. I think it was supposed to take about 4 hours and it took us 5. But it is so nice to be back in an area where there's hills and mountains and just so much lush greenery and trees. It's so beautiful. The drive started to get so pretty once we hit like North Carolina, Virginia. We're gonna go do a little exploring, probably try to find somewhere to swim because it's so hot out. Wherever we go, we love to get out in nature and try to experience places beyond the overlooks and viewpoints. For us, that usually means finding a trail. Today, that trail led us into the history of New River Gorge. We were desperate to find some cold water to jump into and cool down from this heat. Little did we know, we had found ourselves on an old mining trail. More than a century ago, thousands of miners worked here, and over its lifetime, the mine produced millions of tons of coal. As we explored further, we found old mine entrances that were blowing out unbelievably cold air, like nature's own air conditioning hidden inside the mountain. Like if you look right there where the light's kind of hitting, you can see steam coming out, so it's cold hitting the hot air. Today, pieces of that history are still everywhere. Rusting equipment, old coal cars, and the remains of the mining operation are scattered throughout the mountainside. We couldn't stop wondering how they got everything down here in the first place, and how those cars once moved up and down these steep slopes. Along the trail, we came across some old safety signs, and it was a simple reminder of just how dangerous this work really was, and how different life here would have been from what we are experiencing on a peaceful hike. Then came the 821 wooden steps leading toward the old processing plant. The trail technically ends there, but after hearing the river below, our curiosity got the best of us. We climbed our way down the mountainside and eventually made it all the way to the New River, surrounded by the gorge. After the long hike in, getting to jump into the water felt even more rewarding. We just finished a hike, but apparently there's another trail with a better, more like iconic view of the bridge that we saw. So we're gonna try to go and run. Apparently it's 1.5 miles out and back, and you have to get to the end to get to the view. So we're gonna go do it and try to run it because we're racing against sunset right now. So worth it. Good morning. It is about 7 o'clock. I think we're almost ready to pull out. We're going to be finishing our drive up north today, so we're going to be getting to New York today. It's going to be a pretty long trip, the longest one we've done so far, but I think we're feeling ready. Yesterday was so good, so fun to just be somewhere hiking again where there's mountains and different terrain and incredible views. It was just so beautiful. We definitely wore ourselves out and slept pretty good, so we're feeling good this morning. Time to get out of here, head up north and see the family. I feel like it's been pretty busy so far, but we're gonna have a good 4 days to just hang out and relax once we get up to New York. We've been driving for about 6.5 hours now. We just finally made it across the state border into New York, so we probably have about 2.5 hours left. We just made hopefully our last rest stop, gas stop. Hopefully we'll make it the rest of the way without having to stop again, and then that should set us up to get there right around 4:30, 5 o'clock tonight. We finally made it to our last stop on the East Coast, where we spent a few days with my family. We didn't film much while we were here. We mostly just wanted to enjoy the time together before moving further away than I've ever lived from them. But we did spend plenty of time out on the lake. Between wake surfing, we decided to try something completely new to us, foiling. And the first day went about as well as you'd expect. We ended the night with a pretty incredible sunset and decided to give it another shot first thing the next morning. There were definitely still plenty of fouls, but we were finally starting to figure it out, and it felt like a pretty good way to spend one of our last mornings here before hitting the road again. Next week, we're finally turning west and enjoying a bit of city life in Chicago while still finding ways to escape to nature.